Initiating moisture.
Welcome back to the Moist Meter, where today we're taking a look at Sonic Frontiers, which is the latest installment in the ever-evolving Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Yeah, so a lot of you already know that when Sega first unveiled this game a few months ago, the general consensus was that it looked pretty terrible. They used an early build, so the open world just looked really barren and just ugly. It kind of just looked like the blue blur was set to grace us with another Eggman-sized stinky dump yet again. But then Sega did a complete 180 with their marketing, and honestly, the hype levels for this game just have been absolutely phenomenal ever since. Yeah, honestly, I have to say, I'm shocked. Sega did a great job with doing a complete U-turn on the marketing of the game, releasing better gameplay previews, better trailers. And, I'm not just talking like a normal fast U-turn. I mean your drunk uncle taking you home from soccer practice just missed his exit on the highway fast U-turn. But despite Sega doing their damnedest to get people interested in the game, I think a lot of people were still cautiously optimistic, myself included. The last Sonic game that released was in 2017, and it was Sonic Forces. That game was a complete dumpster fire. I mean, it was the game equivalent of stinky, sweaty Florida ass. Going into Sonic Frontiers with an open mind, I have to say that the experience with the game so far has been very enjoyable, dare I say life-changing. So I will be honest, there is a pretty blatant amount of fan service on the first island. There's a lot of subtle nods that, as a lifelong Sonic the Hedgehog fan, I really grew to appreciate as I played through the game. Holy shit.
Sonic, are you alright?
Is that Tails? Despite being a lifelong Sonic the Hedgehog stan, I will say the story is actually very interesting. I was not expecting that. And also the gameplay is just buttery smooth. There's a boss fight. I won't spoil it for you guys, but there is a boss fight at the end of the first island, and you just go absolutely insano style on him. It is one of the greatest things I've ever had the pleasure of witnessing with my own two eyes. And the fun doesn't stop there. There's actually a lot of bosses in this game, and a couple of them really just made me pee my little pants in excitement. This game honestly has so much to do, you will be shocked when you first boot it up. And going off that, a lot of people say that it's just a blatant ripoff of Breath of the Wild, and to that, I gotta say I disagree. To be honest, my personal opinion is that if something's going to be a ripoff, it has to be a blatant cash grab of just, stinky, disgusting, copy-paste content that's just soulless. And, I will say Sonic Frontiers is anything but. Yeah, so with all that said, let's go ahead and plug this bad boy into the Moist Meter. Honestly, I'm going to have to give this a solid 95%. This is the most fun I've had with the game in ages. Definitely pick this one up. You will not be let down. While it's not perfect, there's a few things I'd change. I'd make the environments maybe a little bit more varied, and, maybe I'd make the enemies a bit more fun to beat up. But, other than that, this game is extremely fun, and I absolutely recommend it. But yeah, anyways, I guess that's about it. See ya.